All right, today we're jumping into a really big question, one that you've probably wondered about yourself. Just how far can our own minds go?
So let's just lay it out there. Is there a hard stop? A ceiling to how smart you, me, or anybody can actually become? It sounds like a simple yes or no question, right? Well, you're about to see it's way more interesting than that.
Okay, so let's get the simple, scientific answer out of the way first. The biological one.
So, is there a physical limit? The short answer is yes.
But, and this is a huge but, it's absolutely not the kind of limit you're probably picturing. It's not like some progress bar in a video game that you just max out.
And the only reason we can say yes is, well, because your brain is a physical thing, right? It's made of actual cells, it needs energy, it has a size. And because it's a finite object, there's technically a maximum amount of stuff it can process, store, and connect.
All right, so we've got the whole physical brain thing sorted. But honestly, that's the boring part. Now we get to where it gets really interesting. This is where that simple yes starts to fall apart.
Because here's the weird part about all of this. See, this is the most important thing to get. We mix up the brain's hardware, its processing power, its storage space, with what we actually mean when we say someone is intelligent. We're talking about things like creativity, being able to adapt, being curious.
I mean, what is intelligence really? It's not just memory, right? It's about coming up with new ideas, seeing patterns nobody else sees, understanding people. It's about being able to roll with the punches, and, most importantly, just wanting to know more. And you can't measure that stuff in gigabytes.
And this is why you can have two people with basically the same brain hardware, but one seems way more intelligent than the other. It's all about the software they're running. It's about how they use what they've got.
So if the physical brain isn't the real thing holding us back, then what is? This right here is the key to the whole thing.
And check this out. This is an incredible idea. Yeah, nature puts some theoretical boundary way out there. But for pretty much every single one of us, that boundary is so far off in the distance we'll never even get close enough to see it. It exists, sure, but for all practical purposes, it doesn't even matter.
Because the real limit, it isn't your biology. It's about how far you're willing to push your own thinking. It's about ambition, about curiosity, about how much you want it. The real bottleneck isn't the size of the container. It's the will to fill it up.
And all of this brings us to a really cool, kind of paradoxical idea about what true intelligence actually looks like.
And that's why, when you really think about it, the smartest minds still feel like beginners. Think about it. The more you learn, the more you realize how much you don't know. So the truly intelligent people, they're not the ones walking around with all the answers. They're the ones who are always exploring, always learning, always feeling like they're just getting started. And maybe that's the point. The goal isn't to reach the limit, it's to enjoy the push.